Oh, welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Starting another quick one. Hopefully going to make 4 of these small baby CHICKS for Easter. Yes, I have a small person next to me that cannot spell, but would love to know this. Anyway, so we are going to start making these. I hopefully will be able to make up 4 of these little guys in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we are started and we're going to get going. I'm really glad you're here today. So let's get it done. If you heard the ping there, apparently I got a message and it was nothing I really was worried about, so that's okay. So I'm just trying to find the second part because they're telling me tips for in this video on how to make this. Okay, so we did 6 in a magic ring. I got that part. Okay, I want 2. Alright, I need a stitch marker. Let's go with something very opposite. We'll go with red. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll grab that. So I had to wear my compression glove. My hand's a little bit iffy today. One, 2. Alright, now we're going to mark that off. We're going to use a red. Alright. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We'll go 2 full rounds done. We're going to pull that ring nice and tight. See how nice and tight that goes? Beautiful. Gorgeous. This one's going to fly right through really quick. It's just a round ball with a couple small embroidery details, which are not going to take me all that long. However, I'm going to throw this yellow around. It's a really nice little yellow too. Not bad. Okay, let's double check. One moment while I check my screen here. I need round 3. Round 2. Round 2. Round 3. Okay. It's single crochet and increase. Okay. Go single. With an increase. We are single, increase, single, increase, single, increase, single, increase, single, with an increase. Alright, that's the whole row. That should be 18. We're going to double check and count. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Gonna go like that a little bit, kind of loosen up my fibers so they stay together better. Okay, now I need round 4. Well, it's 5 and 6, so we missed 4. Ah, there's 4. Okay, so increase, crochet 2, and then increase. Alright, I got this. 1, 2. Okay, that's an increase. I almost missed that. 1, 2, increase. 1, 2, increase. 1, 2, increase. 1 and 2, increase. 1 and 2 with an increase. Okay. Alright, what a pretty little yellow. I love this little yellow. And I've got a few small balls of it. So, 5 and 6, so that's 2 rows of just ripping around. Going fast. That's 2. Goodness. A little giant jumped on my bed there. And going through it. Here we are. Oh, wow. Doing amazing there. We're just going to roll right on through. And I think I'm going to throw in a couple of the aquarium pieces for my oldest daughter, so I'll work these more for my younger one. Because quite frankly, this is one of her favorite creatures that she likes out there. She really has a thing for them. Which is super cute. Super duper cute. Can't go wrong. Anyway, we're going to just keep on going. I have one more row of just plain on through. Pull some of that out. 2. Alrighty. And around we go again. Sorry, I just totally got lost in my stitching. This is why sometimes you guys get just music, because there are days where I'm just do. My mind is completely zen and clear, and I'm not stressing, I'm not thinking about anything bad. If I'm thinking about bad stuff, I don't crochet. It's just not going to happen. Never ends well. Okay, so here we are at 2. So we got a nice little body going on here. Just a little guy. Just a couple little dudes. And we go on to the next. I'm feeling it's going to tell me to... Okay, so for round 7, we're doing 3 stitches. And then an increase. I can handle that. So, sorry, I was just reading instructions. Because I love it when tutorials put them on like that. Like, I will watch the video at least 2 more times at regular speed, but while I'm making, I just skip through to that part, the written parts on there. But I make sure that I support the creators, because it does take a lot of work to make one of these videos. I realize that. But sometimes I just make a nice crochet playlist of things I've been making, and I'll just watch them through at least 2 or 3 times while I'm making them. So I'll put them on at night or something when it's quiet and just let them play through. Because I have actively watched it, but because of how I watched it, it's not going to count it as anything good for the creator. So I don't want to do that to people. It's mine, do as you please. I am not worried about being monetized, not monetized. I'm not worried about subscriber counts. I'm sure it would be lovely for the ego to have people be like, oh wow, I just love your channel. But that's, not everybody likes crochet. I'm kind of awkward. And that's okay all the way around. I am doing some research to answer a question of one of our newest subscribers here. She was asking what program I use on my phone for graphs, and I went to go see if I could. I just had this sneaky suspicion, and sure enough, I am terribly sorry to say, but the pattern program I use, I can't seem to find it under any other account. I bought it, so I can put it on any device. I just go into my Google Play and tell it just to re-download and install things I've already had, but searching for it, I could not find it on another account that I have access to. I'll get my son to look later and see if maybe he can find it, but I just have the sneaky suspicion it's not available. I think I have found another one that will work, so I'm going to test that out before I say for sure, because I don't want to get you all excited, because technology is fun like that. Now we're just doing it around, but it is definitely something I would really not want to lose. But I did find one that says it can read pretty much any graph, and you can mark off any graph. it isn't specifically for, say, like the one I have, which is for cross stitch. So for me making a tapestry, I'm skipping out on at least 8 or 9 colors minimum per color. So shades of the color, I mean. And that is sort of the price I pay. I have to decide, is this going to be a red or an orange? Is this going to be brown or black? And I have to stick with that being my decision, which I've been doing just fine with. But I don't know if everyone can handle that, because we all have our strengths and weaknesses. Of course, I'm not saying that you can't. I'm just saying I'm not going to assume you can. But this other one, I am definitely going to try it out, and I will probably have a review in about 2 weeks. I would rather give it 2 weeks with a few different items to try, and I have to see if it will work on my old phone, which I never put on the internet. So to turn that on, it's going to be like a whole day before I can even look at getting this program, if it'll work on that old phone. Added to that, I used Android and Samsung products, so if you're an Apple user, I'm not a lot of help, because I don't know a lot about the programs that Apple is carrying, because they're not always the same. I do know about Pattern Keeper, which is a lovely program for keeping track of your patterns and your progression. It even tells you like your stitch marks and stuff like that, but a lot of people I've heard use it just for like cross stitching. There is a trial version in Android that they're trying to get off the ground, but who knows how that's going to work out. So I'm not going to hold my breath. Alright, we are looking pretty darn good. That looks like a very nice place to be. Let's see, can you see? There you go, no blowout. Shaping up really nicely. Anyhow, I will be back with a little more talk about this program and trying to help everyone find one that is good for marking off for tapestries and crafts of any sort. Anyways, thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box, and I will see you again soon. Bye!